Hello everyone, this is Barka Technical Solution and I am Ferdous Rahman. In this video we are going to see how to use an DHT11 sensor to calculate the humidity and temperature in our atmosphere. So as you can see, the humidity is 85%, so it is saying that there is a very likely chance of being rain, and it has already rained in my area, and the temperature here is 28 degrees Celsius and 82.40 degree Fahrenheit. So we are going to see how we can actually calculate the temperature in Celsius and also in Fahrenheit. And in the humidity sensor, the 0 will indicate that there is absolutely no way of raining, or it will be a drought, and the 100% means it will be a 100% chance of raining. So if you get these both, one of these value, then it means that there is something wrong with your program or with the sensor. So keep that in mind. So now let's go and see how we can actually create the circuit and our program. This is our DHT11 humidity and temperature sensor. So the left hand side pin is our positive pin, or which will be connected to the pin, the 5-volt pin of our Arduino. The rightmost pin of these three is the negative pin, which will be connected to the ground pin of our Arduino. The middle one is the data pin, which will be connected to our pin number 2 of the Arduino. So here we have connected a resistor which is connected to the middle pin and the right pin. So the positive pin, the resistor is connected to the positive and the middle pin. So as you can see, the positive pin is connected via this wire, through this wire to this leg of the resistor, and the other leg of the resistor is connected to the middle pin of our DHT11. So this is our circuit, just like the diagram. What I have done here is I have taken the DHT11 and connected all the pins with the Arduino as shown in the diagram to the ground and 5-volt, and the middle one is to pin number 2. So the resistor is connected to the middle pin and to the positive pin. So if I can show from here, so just like you have seen in the diagram, the resistor is connected to the middle pin and to the positive pin, or the pin that is connected to the 5-volt pin of our Arduino. And now if I show you the sensor from here, so the sensor has 3 pins. One is positive, which will be connected to the 5-volt pin. One is negative, which will be connected to the ground pin, and the out pin is the data out pin. So this will be connected to the pin number 2 of our Arduino. And in this blue case is our main sensor, the humidity and the temperature sensor. So I will show you what it looks like, or somewhat looks like with some images, and I will try to explain how this works. So now let's go to our Arduino Ide and see how it measures the temperature and humidity. So now Arduino Ide. So the first thing we have done here is that we have included the library for our DHT. So to do that, because we are using a DHT11, so we have to include this library in our program, and this library is not mainly included in the IDE. So we have to download this. So to do that, we have to go to our tools, then go to manage library, and from here just write DHT and enter, and from here we have to search for the one that is the Adafruit version. So this is the one, so the DHT sensor library by Adafruit. So this is the one that we need. So I have installed it already, so you have to install it from here. So we are now in our Arduino Ide. So the first thing we need to do is we have to include the DHT library to our program, and to do that we have to use we have to do something different this time, because we cannot actually use this angle bracket in this library. That wouldn't work. We have used this double quotation mark to define or to include this library, and how we include is writing by writing dht.h. So then we define our data pin, which is called as DHT pin here, which is the pin number 2. Then we define the DHT type. So our DHT is the one we are using is called DHT11. There are 2 other models which are DHT22 and DHT21. So whichever you are using, you can write it here. Then we are going to initialize our DHT sensor, and to do that we have to write DHT in full capital, then we write DHT in smaller letter, and in our parenthesis we include the DHT pin and the DHT type. Then we go to our void setup part. We firstly initialize our serial monitor by writing serial.begin. Then we write something. Then I have written something in our serial monitor, which is temperature and humidity index. You can write anything here. So and then I have left a blank line in our serial monitor. Then I have written dht.begin so that our sensor can actually start working. Then we go to our void loop setup. So here the first thing you see is we have initialized 3 variables h, t and f, and all of them are float variable, because all of these values are going to have a fractional number. That's why we are using a float variable. Then the first thing we have written is the first function will be reading the humidity from our sensor, the second function will be reading temperature, and the third function will also be reading temperature, but the second function will be reading the temperature in Celsius, and the third one will be reading the temperature in Fahrenheit. So we have written dht.read humidity for our humidity, and dht.read temperature for temperature in Celsius, and dht.temperature, and in the parenthesis we include true so that the temperature can be shown in Fahrenheit. Then we have to display all of this information in our serial monitor. So thank you everyone for watching the video, and if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button.